It's 10 trivia questions on par for the course, where all of your answers will start with the letters P-A-R. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show. Thanks for supporting the show on Patreon at patreon.com/trivia with Buds. We have lots of cool rewards over there. And if you've been listening for a while, you got a few extra bucks. You can donate between $1 and $50 a month for all different types of rewards, including our Funko of the Month Club, where I keep my eyes on the newest, coolest pop culture nerdy Funko toys coming out, and I send one to you every single month. Go check that out at one of the tiers. We also have a digital book club where I send you an ebook to read on your Kindle device or on your Kindle app on any device. Lots of cool books in there at a different tier. And then if you just have a buck, maybe you have a buck to spare and you're like, you know what, I've been listening to this guy for a while, ramble on about trivia questions and answers, and I want to throw a buck a month at the show. That would be fantastic. You can do all that at patreon.com/trivia with Buds. Before we start today's episode on par for the course, we have some bad ad grab bag ads for you. And what that means is these were all, found somewhere in different advertisements. I'll read you like a 10 of them or so. This is from a big book of just random, weird, and unusual trivia that my mom sent me. It's about how many pages? 700-page book. So I just have been flipping to random sections and reading fun stuff for you in these intros. This one says, bad ad, grab bag. Here's your first one. Cuisine of India, Nashville's best Italian restaurant. Lots of things wrong with that ad. Cuisine of India, Nashville's best Italian restaurant. How about this one? Toaster, a gift that every member of the family appreciates, automatically burns toast. Okay, that seems terrible. And now is your chance to have your ears pierced. Get an extra pair to take home. Sounds like they're selling you ears. We'll do two more. Lost small apricot poodle, reward neutered, like one of the family. So lots of weird inserts of words there that sound like you will be neutered if you find that dog. And this last one, dog for sale, eats anything and is fond of children. That dog will eat your kids. Don't find it. Don't find it. That's the bad ad grab bag from this weird book. All right, we're going to jump into some trivia called Par for the Course right now. Here we go. It's Par for the Course trivia. Question number 1. Remember, all of your answers will start with the letters P-A-R. Number 1, emergency wear for a test pilot. Number 1, emergency wear for a test pilot. Number 1. Number 2, common house pet called a budgie in England and Australia. Number 2, a common house pet called a budgie in England and Australia. Number 2. Number 3, the Eskimo word for this winter wear is anorak. Number 3, the Eskimo word for this winter wear is anorak. And number 4, candles are usually made of this waxy substance. Number 4, candles are usually made of this waxy substance. Number 5, an umbrella-like device that protects the user from the sun. Number 5, an umbrella-like device that protects the user from the sun. Par for the course, number 5. And number 6, although this bird nests on the ground, it's possible you'd find one roosting in a certain fruit tree. Number 6, although this bird nests on the ground, it's possible you'd find one roosting in a certain fruit tree. Number 7, animal skins were used as this paper in ancient times. Number 7, animal skins were used as this ancient paper in ancient times. Number 8, this root veggie looks like a white carrot. This root veggie looks like a white carrot. Number 9, the House of Lords and the House of Commons make up this legislative body in England. Number 9, the House of Lords and House of Commons make up this legislative body in England. And number 10, to imitate a work with deliberate exaggeration for comic effect. To imitate a work with deliberate exaggeration for comic effect. And those are all your questions for par for the course. Did you swing under par with the answers to this quiz? We'll find out in just a second. We are back with the answers to par for the course on today's episode. Thanks for listening. Number 1, emergency wear for a test pilot would be a parachute. Parachute, parachute, number 1. Number 2, common house pet called a budgie in England and Australia, a parakeet. Parakeet. Number 3, the Eskimo word for this winter wear is anorak. That is a parka, and you might buy one on a rack at a store. Is that a dumb joke? Pretty dumb. Number 3, parka. Number 4, candles are usually made of this waxy substance, paraffin. Paraffin. Number 5, an umbrella-like device that protects the user from the sun. It's like an umbrella, but a little bit more, ancient. Parasol. Number 5, parasol. Number 6, although this bird nests on the ground, it's possible you'd find one roosting in a certain fruit tree, a partridge. Partridge. Number 7, animal skins were used as paper in ancient times, parchment. Parchment. Number 8, this root veggie looks like a white carrot, a parsnip. Parsnip. Number 9, the House of Lords and House of Commons make up the legislative body in England, Parliament. Parliament. And number 10, to imitate a work with deliberate exaggeration for comic effect. You know who does this? Weird Al. Parody. Number 10, song parodies from Weird Al Yankovic, one of my heroes growing up and today, even now. Number 10, parody. Those were all of your answers to par for the course. Thanks for playing along. Our fact of the day is that Manhattan tap water isn't kosher. There are small, microscopic creatures that are derived from shellfish in some way, and that is why Manhattan tap water is not kosher. Look it up. It sounds kind of gross. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for telling a friend about this little trivia podcast. Thanks for subscribing on iTunes and leaving those iTunes reviews, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.